Before we begin this video, it's important to set the tone for this discussion. In Zimbabwe, topics around sexuality, particularly LGBTQ+ identities, remain highly sensitive and often taboo. This video is not meant to be salacious nor sensational, nor is it intended to shame or judge anyone. Instead, the goal is to acknowledge differences, explore history, and understand the lives of individuals who lived openly or privately in society that often criminalize their identities. By approaching this topic with respect and empathy, we can learn more about the human experience, the challenges that these leaders faced, and how society's understanding of identity has evolved over time.
I want to talk to the Christians out there. By now, if we've never met before, you could probably pick up that I'm a glitter guy. But I wanted to talk to you about a certain story that happened to me when I was just a young little gaby. You know, I knew I was a glitter guy very young. And it worried me because my granddaddy, Papa, he was a Southern Baptist minister and a pretty popular one too. People loved him. Well, I was terrified, honey, because I knew what I had learned in church, and it just did not quite align on the account that I was a little Twitter-pated by men, you know. Well, the point is, honey, that after I came out of the closet when I was 17, I specifically told the family I didn't want Papa to know because I didn't want him to stop loving me. And everything that I had seen about Christians was that he was going to stop loving me if I came out of the closet and he found out. Well, Lord, honey, somebody in the family got to meddling and they told him. Well, then he wanted to have a conversation with me, and honey, I was scared out of my mind, but I knew I still had to meet with him. I mean, it was my Papa. So I went to go meet with him, honey. I went in there guns a-blazing. I was born this way, and this is who I am, and if you don't accept me, then I don't have to be in your life. And he just sat there in the recliner, very stoic, and he just let me finish my little rant. And then when I was done, he said, "Are you done?" I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "Well, I know what the Bible says, but I also know there's a lot in the Bible that I don't understand. And the Bible also tells me to love, and you're my grandson, and I love you." I didn't know what to say back. I wasn't prepared for that one, honey. I was prepared for a battle. And my point is, that's a true Christian. Somebody who can say out loud that they don't understand everything, but they do understand that the whole point of that entire book is not to beat people with it, it's to love people with it.
In a nation where gay relationships have long been criminalized, the lives of certain individuals stand out, not only for their political or social influence, but also for their complex relationships with their own identities. Today, we're going to delve into the stories of three such figures: Cecil John Rhodes, Canaan Banana, and Alum Mpofu. Cecil John Rhodes, the British colonialist and founder of the De Beers Diamond Company, played a pivotal role in the colonization of Southern Africa. While his legacy is marred by imperialism and extensive exploitation, some historians suggest that his personal life may have been equally complex. Historians like Robert I. Rothberg and Brian Roberts have posited that Rhodes may have been gay, pointing to his close, emotionally intense relationships with young men such as Neville Pickering and Leander Starr Jameson. These relationships were characterized by shared living arrangements and deep emotional bonds. Though physical intimacy remains a subject of speculation. Today, Rhodes's legacy is controversial. Statues and institutions bearing his name have become focal points for debates on colonial history and the LGBTQ+ narrative.
Cecil Rhodes really is a historical figure, another hero. He managed to get the settlers established not only in southern Rhodesia, southern Rhodesia, northern Rhodesia, and went as far as a bit of what was Nyasaland and Malawi, and then South Africa itself. He was really the anchor of this of settlers taking a route, especially the English-speaking settlers.
Did he do this by fair means or foul?
Is there any settlers that take anything by fair means? This is never done. It was foul means all through.
By the middle of 1890, Cecil Rhodes, a wealthy British industrialist, had founded Rhodesia, a country that remained under white rule until 1980, when the black majority renamed it Zimbabwe. Rhodes carved out for himself thousands of miles of land, rich in diamonds and gold, including the ruins of Great Zimbabwe. Claiming it was a Phoenician palace, he oversaw an orgy of looting that robbed these ruins of their most precious artifacts.
Chief Justice MacDonald, a die-hard UDI man, called upon the Reverend Canaan Banana, veteran nationalist campaigner and former detainee of Mr. Smith, to be president of the new republic.
I, Canaan Banana, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Zimbabwe and observe the laws of Zimbabwe. So help me God.
Canaan Banana, Zimbabwe's first president, led the country from 1980 to 1987. A former Methodist minister, Banana was a symbol of the nation's transition to independence. In 1997, Banana was arrested on charges of a gay relationship following allegations made during the murder trial of his former bodyguard. The subsequent trial led to his conviction on multiple accounts of being gay and indecent assault in 1999. Banana denied the charges, describing them as politically motivated attacks. In 2000, the Supreme Court upheld the constitutional laws criminalizing being gay and reinforcing the legal stance against the LGBTQ+ community in Zimbabwe. Alum Mpofu, once the head of Zimbabwe's ZBC, state-owned broadcasting company, found himself at the center of a scandal in 2002 when allegations were raised of his being gay, led to his resignation, though no formal charges were ever filed. The incident sparked widespread condemnation from political figures and the public, highlighting the nation's deep-seated homophobia.
We equally reject attempts to prescribe new rights that are contrary to our values, norms, traditions, and beliefs. We are not gays. Cooperation and respect for each other will advance the cause of human rights worldwide. Confrontation, vilification, and double standards will not.
Zimbabwe's legal framework reflects its societal attitudes. Gay activity between men is criminalized, with penalties including imprisonment and fines. The 2013 Constitution explicitly defines marriage as between a man and a woman, and recent amendments have further entrenched these positions. Despite these challenges for the LGBTQ+ community, organizations like the GALS, Gays and Lesbians of Zimbabwe, continue to advocate for the rights of the LGBTQ+ community, providing support and resources in an increasingly restrictive environment. Before we conclude, I'd like to make an honorable mention. It's important to acknowledge Shaka Zulu, the founder of the Zulu Kingdom. While not directly related to Zimbabwe, his influence permeates Southern African history and culture. Shaka's personal life has been the subject of many interpretations. Some historical accounts suggest that he may have had relationships with men, particularly among his warriors, possibly as a means to foster loyalty and strength within his ranks. However, these accounts are often based on oral traditions and interpretations that may not align with contemporary understandings of sexuality. He also never married and never had children, and also had a very negative view of heterosexual marriages. So it's crucial to approach such narratives with respect for the cultural and historical contexts in which they arose. The lives of Cecil John Rhodes, Canaan Banana, Alum Mpofu, and even figures like Shaka Zulu highlight the complexities of identity and leadership. These stories are not merely about scandal or controversy. They're about resilience, influence, and the courage to navigate societal expectations. By acknowledging differences and approaching them with empathy and respect, we can better understand history and the ongoing journey towards tolerance and equality. In Zimbabwe and beyond, learning from these legacies helps us appreciate both the struggles and the contributions of those who came before us.